Hello, come by and welcome back to another Marvel Snap video. In this video we'll be looking over the new season that starts next week. It's a Young Avengers season, with Kate Bishop being the season pass card. So we'll look at the cards that are coming, talk about them a little bit and rate them at the end. So let's get into it.
Kate Bishop is sick, and so are her projectiles. The acrobatic air to Hawkeye, she uses trick arrows to toy with her prey. In Marvel Snap, she adds 2 of 4 possible trick arrow cards to your hand. They grant awesome bonuses like extra power, negative power for your opponent, or moving a card to another location. Bouncing her arrows with Falcon and Black Swan is a hella good time.
So the first card will be Kate Bishop, as you just seen on the screen there, of Ben showing it off, should I say. So yeah, 2-3. She's got a lot of potential. These are her arrows. You get 2, and I believe it's not. I'm not sure if it's been confirmed or not, but I don't think you can get 2 of the same. So you're always going to get at least 2 of these, so you won't get the same one twice, which is really good. Honestly, this card seems like it could be just a generic good card, right? Like a 2-3, it's decent stats. 2s have got quite a lot of goodish cards, but because of how flexible she is with these arrows, literally just could be put in any deck type of card. Because like a 1/2 that switches sides, you don't mind that in most decks, right? Move a card to a location, that's not bad. It's already a 1/3, right? That's fine. If you've located the full, +3 power. If you play here next turn, +3 power to this. So you can get a lot of value out of these, right? It's going to fit in decks just as a good tempo card and just slot in. I think she could be the strongest card this season, but we'll have to talk about the other card before I actually decide on that. But generically, just looking at it, obviously you've got to play the cards to actually realize, right? It's kind of hard to correctly rate cards without playing them. But first look, he looks like she's just going to be this solid 2-3 that you're going to put in most decks. A bit like, I don't want to say, a bit like Jeff, right? Where you need a 2-drop, you kind of put it in. But obviously, not fully on the rate of Jeff, because Jeff's just unique, right? In the way he can play anywhere. But in that same kind of slot where if you need a 2, this could be your go-to. It's a bit like a White Widow, right? It's probably, she might just take the White Widow spot in like that flex spot where it goes everywhere. Obviously, if Angela or Athena stuff is still good, she'll also fight one of them probably for a slot. I'm not sure all 3 of them together. But then again, the fact that she can move cards out of that location, and the arrow, the Pym arrow, right? It's great with kitty stuff. The mover card is great with Angela. So she might just fit in and take over Athena, because I expect Athena to get a nerf at some point. But anyways, that's enough talking about Kate.
Parents can be so lame, but at least my mom is not an actual witch like Wiccan's mom. Wiccan is one of Scarlet Witch's gifted twins, and in Marvel Snap, his ability grants bonus energy if you're able to use it all each turn. Wiccan is a great wingman for high-cost cards like Doctor Doom, Giganto, and Magneto to get them into play before turn 6.
Okay, Wiccan. So this card is interesting. I think it could rather be really bad and just not find its place, or it's going to be insane, right? As we've seen, having max energy is great, right? Look at Arishim. But I feel like what makes Arishim great, or what might make this card bad, is it's the early energy, right? The early energy that you want. And this, if you play this on 4, right, you get extra energy on 5 and 6, right? Which is 7 energy on 4. 7 energy on 5, 8 energy on 6. Like, does it really make that much of a difference? Like, what are you gonna do? Playing a 2-drop with a 6-drop on 5? On 6, should I say? 6 and a 1, you know? you don't really need that extra energy. It feels like it might be wasted. You need like 1 extra energy, right? So if you have 6 on 5, it's great. But having 7, is it really going to make that much of a difference for some of the setup that you need? Because you need to spend all your energy, right? So it's just so awkward. But that being said, it could be good, right? Because if you get it down on, but you get it down on 3, an Arishim could be insane. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah. But let's say you Psylocke of Zabu, something like that, and get it out on turn 3, and then being able to play 3 6-drops could be insane, right? You'd have 6 energy on 4, and then you could pop off. Being able to maybe wave makes a comeback on turn 5, so that you can play 2 6-drops on turn 6, maybe. Who knows? There's some potential. I do think it's on the weaker side, just because it's 4 energy. If this was 3 energy, I think the card would be insane, which is probably why it's a 4, right? So honestly, I think it's okay. I'm not sure. It's one of those that can go either way. I really do think it can go either way. It can really bad or really good.
Right! Wiccan's lightning fast twin Speed would be a great card for the Young Avengers season. In Marvel Snap, Speed gains +1 power each turn you spend all your energy. Equip your deck with Quicksilver and Domino to guarantee buffs for Speed in your first 2 turns.
So the next card is Speed. This is another card that I feel like could go good or bad. It's a 3/3 ongoing, +1 power for each turn. Spend all your energy. So it can be what, like a 3/9, right? 3/10 if it's 7 turns if you spend all your energy and stuff like that. But most likely it's probably gonna be closer to like a 3/7, 3/8, which is great, right? 3/7, 3/8, fantastic. Is it going to be better than the other 3 drops? You know, like the standard 3/5s where you don't need to spend all your energy. The offer stuff like Copycat, Nocturne. You know, like we see a Gladiator at 3/8, which is a fantastic started card that can win a lane. So Speed has that potential. Just whether it's going to fit decks, you do need to spend all your energy. So it's a little interesting. I do think it's a little bit stronger than Wigan, or has the higher potential to be a little bit better, I think, because you don't really need to do much, right? Most of the time, you'll spend your energy on 1 at least, probably on 3, 2 sometimes. It's kind of easy to spend your energy on 3 or 4 turns, right? Which makes it a 6 or a 7, which is good enough. Then you put it in Surfer. Little buffs in Surfer, fantastic, right? So it's got a lot of potential. I do think it's going to be half decent, but the average is going to be probably about 3/7, 3/8, which for not doing anything, right? All you got to do is play your cards out. It's great.
Cockroach DNA? Oh, that's right! This may sound bogus, but Marvel Boy is a Kree genetically engineered with cockroach DNA. So in Marvel Snap, he looks out for the little guys by giving 3 of your 1-cost cards bonus power every turn. Play him early and your opponent will have a real pest problem on their hands with Nebula and Sunspot. He's also great with Human Torch and Deadpool.
So now we've got Marvel Boy. This card, I think, has got one of the higher ceilings this month. I think it could go insane. I actually think this card could go insane. He's giving you 1 cost +1 power each turn, right? So you think of stuff like, obviously you might probably go Suzu, right? Fantastic. You put a Squirrel Girl down early, you get this out, and then you protect it with Kyra. So you can't be Killmongered, because Killmonger will be out in Force probably. At least the first couple of days when this is out, Destroy stuff will probably be everywhere. Just because it fits in Killmonger real easy, right? So I expect Killmonger to be out this week, the week this card comes out, quite a lot. But you also think about putting it in a Thanos deck, right? You're getting those stones out that are actually doing stuff, and you don't really care. I say you don't really care, but like some of the stones you don't really mind if it gets destroyed, right? So you can get your stones out, do your Thanos stuff with this card just buffing up the stones, right? So maybe a Zoo Thanos deck comes back, which could be nice, right? Because it can fit in a lot of stuff and just buff. It's definitely got some potential, and I feel like it could be there, right? Obviously, you could buff like your Kitties and your Deadpool if you want to go down that route, but I don't think you ever do that. I'm not sure. It gets 3 of your 1-cost cards, so that means it's not. It probably means you can't hit the same card. Like, it's not going to be like Gwen, where it can hit the same card 3 times, which kind of makes sense. It would be nice if it could hit the same card, but then again, you would probably stick it in some dirty little decks. That could be insane. But honestly, I do think this card's going to be everywhere, do quite well. Right? What I'm thinking about is like a Sauron type deck, right? Where you're going to try and protect your wands anyways. Or high evil stuff, where you're going to get your wands down. Stuff like that. That could be good, not just Zoo stuff. So definitely got a lot of potential here. Looking forward to this card.
Last card totally rocks. It's Hulkling. He's a big bad green dude like Hulk, except he's half Skrull, so he can mimic whoever he wants. In Marvel Snap, he packs a punch with 11 power, but he also copies the text of a random 6-cost card at the start of the game.
And the last card this month is Hulkling. I'm not even sure what order these come out. I'm gonna have to double check at the end. I just got off the order from the video. So Hulkling, I think this is the weakest card this month. I think like there's too many bad hits, right? That just don't make it worth the random stuff, right? If it hits a destroyer, you're probably never playing it. If it hits like a null, you don't mind, I guess. Zola could be nice. With like Magneto, it's just a worse Magneto. Mockingbird would be nice. There's quite a lot of, the more I think about it, there's quite a lot of decent stuff, but I just think the randomness is probably just not good enough to make it worth taking over something reliable, right? Obviously, there's got to be games where it's going to high roll and saying, like, if this is a Doom, that's fantastic, right? But like, then it's going to be games where you're getting like Destroyer, Null with no destroys. I don't know, maybe a Galactus could be fantastic, actually. Stuff like that. It's just going to be weird. I do think it's got some potential, but a random 6-drop is hard, right? You don't really see many decks running a lot of 6-drops, right? So, not knowing what your 6-drop is actually going to do could mess with you a little bit. So, yeah, we'll see. We'll see. So, let's rate these cards. So, let's rate them. The top, I think, Kate Bishop is a 4 out of 5. I think she's probably the better card this month. And then I'm going to go Marble Boy. Probably a 3 out of 5, just for the fact that Killmonger could mess with it a little bit. Speed, another 3 out of 5. I think those two are very close on power because they've got a lot of potential. And then Hulk and Wiccan, like 2.5. Like, I think they've both got potential to pop off and being fantastic, but they've also both got potential just to be dead cards and just be kind of a waste to try and force them into your type of deck. I'm hoping I'm wrong, because I love random cards, so I'll definitely be playing some Hulkling. I just feel like I'm trying to think of the decks I'm playing at the moment. I'm not really running many 6-drops, so a random one makes me a little wary about it, but we'll see. And then Wiccan, I just think having +2 energy for turn 5 and 6 isn't where the power of extra energy lies. It's normally like early. So that is Kate Bishop is the best, Marble Boy and Speed the next best, and then Wiccan and Hulkling at the bottom. Thanks for watching. This is a different video. I'm going to do another video later today about all the ways you can get free credits and gold. So look out for that, and peace.